What would you do if you're the commissioner? If you're Jay Monahan?
Wow, yeah, we've got a real interesting dilemma going on now where the PGA Tour has taken a stance where you'll be banned if you go to LIV, and the European, or you still call it European Tour, obviously DP World Tour, are saying no, you can come and play that. Hey, all I know, I mean, I'm the famous line of Forrest, I'm not a smart man, but there's obviously a long-term project here. I mean, I think that's where you've got to look, how you've got to view this, is what is going to be happening. The players who are going to LIV must know something more than they're letting on, because I don't get, Brooks Koepka's just announced, you would have thought Brooks would be thinking, I can still win majors. So is he happy that going there, he's going to get enough good golf to prepare himself for the majors? Because that's what he's always said he's interested in. And I think we're all agree that the LIV is exhibition golf, 3 rounds, shotgun start, all this sort of thing, is not the same as we've seen the last couple of weeks. We called the Canadian Open. How fantastic was that, with Rory getting back in it? And then last week, the Open, US Open, was so darn exciting and gripping stuff, playing on a great golf course. Great atmosphere, but great intensity. I mean, how great was that intensity for the last 9 holes of who was going to win the US Open? So obviously delighted for Matt Fitz, because British young lad, and I've sat with him, had a couple of breakfast meetings with him over the years to try and guide him a little bit. So and Billy Foster, wonderful guy to get, wonderful caddy to get a major under his belt. So that's all I'm interested in. I hope I can still call, as I said, part-time. I hope I still get an opportunity to call some of the majors in the next couple of years.
Yeah, and you touched on something there that piqued my interest, that they may know something that we don't know. What could these LIV golfers know?
I don't know. Because I get the 40-year-olds going. If the little voice has said, you ain't going to win out here, mate. And then Charles Schwartz was a great example. That guy's played hard for 3 years, struggled with injuries. You're probably doing 25 tournaments a year, and you've made X. I believe it was like 1.5. And then you go 1 week and you've won nearly 5 million. So that, and they could be looking at saying, hey, look, if I go to LIV for 2 years, I'm in my 40s, I do 2 more years, I'm going to make a boatload. I'm going to make 10 times what I think I could make, busting my butt, and with no guarantees. So you kind of get that. I don't get the youngsters going, to be honest, because I was touting Taylor Gooch for the last 2 years. He was my pick, saying this guy is climbing, watching, and finally wins. And you think, you're going to start. You're on the ladder, young man. You're slowly learning. You're slowly winning. What is next? If you want to win majors, well, you are climbing. You're doing all the right things to climb forward to that. So to jump and go and play exhibition golf, because there's something about tournament golf, the fear of missing the cut is all part of it, and striving to make the cut is all part of it, because there's a sense of pride, achievement to that. Even the best in the world number one, if he's got a 6-footer, we saw it twice this year. We saw Jon Rahm and Rory McIlroy grinding to make a 6-footer on Friday evening to make the cut, because they want to play the weekend. And Rahm was 14 back. That's the example I use. Rory then stormed through and nearly won it up in Washington. Where were we? In Washington, yeah. So
and it prepares you for tournament golf, as you're saying. If these guys still want to play in the majors.
Yes, it's. I don't like you saying it, but tournament. If you believe you can win majors, then you're using the tournaments. Jack did it. It's preparation for the next major. You plan your year, your schedule, so you're fully prepared to give yourself the best chance to win majors. Because that's our yardstick. That's how we're remembered, isn't that? We know the numbers. I honestly. Many players, you haven't got a clue how many tournaments they won, but you know how many majors they've won. So And you, again, you haven't got a clue how much prize money they've won, but you know how many majors they've won. So, you know, that is our yardstick. And so, but as I agree what you're saying, it's what is the long-term project on this? And, you know, and there's two completely different between US Tour and the rest of the world on their approach to this and on how this will pan out.